We've built it up just to fall apart. Try to leave them wanting more. As we scream and we fight, carry on through the night. But the problem is never the cure. Every day we try to pray better than the lies and the sins. All the love, all the hate feel like one and the same. I only sink before I swim. I swear this time is gonna be the last one, gonna be the last one. Oh, whoa, this time is gonna be the last one, gonna be the last one. Oh, whoa. I'll forget all the dreams that we told our hearts and the pain that's there to start. Try to find what is safe from the scars that replace, like the faithful that converts. I swear this time is gonna be the last one, gonna be the last one. Oh, whoa, this time is gonna be the last one, gonna be the last one. Oh, whoa, I'm standing ground, we sing it out, the legion of the underground. This time is gonna be the last one, gonna be the last one. Oh, whoa.
What's up? I'm Blake, and I have more 2K.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Atlanta Hawks. Last game for Atlanta, they ended up with a loss to the Nets. They suffered a blowout loss, trying to leave that one in the rear view and focus on the game at hand. Tonight, two teams that crash the glass. Kenny, when you think of the great rebounders in this league, what are some of their key attributes?
Oh, they get that position, and then they hold it. They maintain it. That's the key.
Maintaining the position.
Yes, because you can get pushed under. And if you come down with the rebound yourself, you can't do it, let's say, just tip it out. Great rebounders do that too. They'll just tip it out to the guards, and then we can start the fast break.
What's the key to good rebounding?
You got to assume every shot is going to be missed. And, Ernie, nothing replaces great hustle.
Oh, that's true. That is so true.
I could box you out.
I know you
I would
could.
keep you off the glass.
Oh, no question.
Yeah. Yeah. Kevin Harlan standing by.
You and your 6 rings.
There you go again.
.2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Philadelphia. It's the home of the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Right now, the 76ers are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And they're trying for their second win in as many games against these guys. They were able to exploit their advantages the first time around. They're out to prove that that was no fluke.
It's a matchup that suits them, Greg. If they're going to win this one, they're going to have a big mental edge the next 2 times they see each other.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, we know today's players can really elevate, but it's the landings that create tremendous strain on the body. In fact, at least one team bans its veteran players from dunking in practice. Kevin, that is not a problem for me.
David, you're right. It takes a toll. Thank you. Well, we're about halfway through the season now, Chris, and you can see the mental grind getting to some of these teams and some of these players.
Yeah, this is why leadership, and especially veteran leadership, is so important. You got to keep guys focused, motivated, and ready to play. Yeah, the season is long. It will wear you down. You have curveballs thrown at you every day. It is a mental grind, a mental toll. But how can you keep that focus through all of it? That's the big question. And usually you lean on those veterans in the locker room.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The big men are Collins and Dedmon. And it's Young, and it's Bembry in at the 3 spot.
And you see how comfortable Simmons is. I mean, he has the size and touch to be effective down there.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Here's Bembry. Now the pass to Young. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Well, it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that play.
Simmons. Here's Embiid. The shot off that time, so the Hawks will take it the other way. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Well, Greg, what amazed me was they could sustain nothing on offense. They'd make a couple of buckets and go right back into their shell.
And the shot goes in. Simmons got his second bucket.
What focus from the young guard. I like how Simmons stayed locked in on scoring despite the contact.
And stolen by Simmons. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
And showing a good nose for the ball there. Picks it clean, and he's off to the races.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to waste that effort. You want to cash in on these extra possessions. They certainly did that time.
They double him with Simmons inside, and it's blocked by Simmons.
But the reach of Simmons, I mean, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Now, here is Young. 17 points for him last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. High post try. Wilson Chandler with the rebound.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Dedmon passes to Young. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Shots good from Young.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Here's Simmons. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 12 points for Ben Simmons.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Simmons against Young. Floats one. The shot, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Well, yeah, we saw how deep they can go. No drop-off at all. I mean, when they went to their bench, the points just kept coming.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. We'll see, Webb, there were a ton of huge personalities on this 76ers team, from the stars right on down to the rotation players.
Well, it starts with the Embiid. You know, he's talking junk out there. And think about the quiet swagger that Simmons plays. But this group genuinely get along, and they play for each other. The trials they went through to get here as a core, they should have all the confidence in the world.
And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Taking a look at Philadelphia. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference. And checking out Atlanta, just way behind.
And I think for the 76ers, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. Now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
Here's Bembry, and too long on the shot. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to Washington. The high post shot, Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 14 points.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
They double him with Butler, and Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Chris, the last few years, talk of expansion has come up. Are we ready, you think, in the NBA to add some more teams?
I think we are. Now, expanding to 32 teams might stretch the talent a little bit thin, but I think we could handle a couple of years with that because of the youth of the players. And it could actually switch it up a little bit. I mean, come on, Kevin. You're like me. You're a big basketball and big sports fan. You know we have to have it.
I would love to. Absolutely.
I mean, come on. You know how crazy those fans were. You know we have to have that come back. And then there's some places. Think about how great Oklahoma City is.
Yes.
And how they just embraced this Thunder team. There might be a couple more places out there with that type of passion and fans saying, listen, if you give us a team, we promise we'll nurture it, take care of it, and root for it the loudest. And I like having that. I think it's time to definitely investigate expansion, but we got to get back to Seattle first and foremost. Well, think back to when Ben Simmons was first drafted as the top pick in 2016. Everyone knew he could be a playmaker as a small forward, but really, he functions fully as a point guard when he's out on the floor.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one misses. And Chris, Simmons, a player that almost transcends the traditional basketball positions.
Now, he's a playmaker, plain and simple. He has the height and vision and skill to line up anywhere. Simmons, he could be viewed as a generational talent when it's all said and done.
Now here's Embiid. 35 points for him last game against Washington.
And he didn't ignore the defensive aspect either. I mean, his 3 blocks tell that story.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
And let's check out the stats for Chandler. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up 6 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
He hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team. Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
Here's Simmons. Buries it down low. Simmons got 20 points.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
Young taking his time here.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And it's good, 2 points. He's got 22.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Young. Another miss by Young.
Well, look, his teammates are going to stop giving him the ball if he keeps taking shots like that.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
You know, you watch Ben Simmons play, and it isn't a surprise, Chris, that he's a threat to go off for a triple-double every time he suits up.
Well, Simmons is going to have a lot of triple-doubles in his career. Great size and a knack for the ball when it comes to rebounding.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
I mean, you got to love the skill set Simmons possesses. A nightly triple-double threat. He stuffs the stat sheet.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Yeah, and checking out some stats here for Ben Simmons. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 3rd in assists. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists right now. He does a great job of running the offense, spotting the open guy, and making the sound delivery. Now, here is Young. He's got 6, and the shot is good.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Philadelphia leading by 23. Butler goes in, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Chris, you had a lengthy NBA career. From what you observed, talk about the differences in how various coaches hold practices and try to teach.
You just want to keep guys motivated. You want guys to listen and then execute. And whatever you can do to get their ear, gain their trust, and then get them to go out there and execute. So if you're on a veteran team, you may have a smaller practice but with more intensity, meaning maybe you only practice an hour of live work going back and forth and scrimmaging, whereas if you're a young team, you might be able to expect 2 hours of scrimmaging every day. Do the players understand the culture? Do they understand the tenets of the offense and the defense? And usually coaches coach by that need and necessity of the team as opposed to just having one structure. And so in Washington, we had 3-a-days during training camp, as opposed to in Sacramento later in my career, it would be one practice because we're all old. We need to make sure that we get the most intensity out of this practice and then save our legs for the game.
Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. And Embiid with the block.
Stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Young with no one around. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Dedmon. Here's Collins. Dedmon trying to break free. Collins, good. Collins has got his first basket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time.
Oh!
Goodness. Wow. Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Well, I love how they've done it. They built this huge lead with points in the paint, dominating physically.
Here's Young. 76ers getting the bucket. Offline from the high post.
Off target with what's what? Pretty good look from mid-range.
Shots good by Simmons. Simmons got 32 points in the game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Back to Young. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Simmons. And he banks in the layup. Simmons got 34.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Dedmon. Back to Young. And Butler sends it back.
And the length of Butler can be a real problem. You've got to respect his reach, and this is a guy who can block shots from the wing.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Got that bucket in no time at all. Simmons got 36.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Young dishes to Carter. Hamilton kicks to Carter. Looking for Young. He gets it there.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And that one's good, Simmons.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Young outside. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. The Hawks second.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Here's Hamilton, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
And Simmons slams it in.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Young with the ball. 10 points for him. Shoots off the step back, and that one is good. Young's got 12 in the game.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And think about, Kevin, this talented 76ers team. Coach Brown helped shape and form the core of this roster. I mean, he's come up with the group much as they have grown under him.
Here is Carter after Ben Simmons' bucket. Young's shot is off.
The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
And that one's good by Butler.
And Butler has really bulked up since coming into the league. You see his strength on tough shots with the contact.
And with Brown, he has the trust of the players because they have gone through the same trying times.
And let's not undervalue what stability has meant for this group. Having a coach like Coach Brown, who has been through the ups and downs with the Sixers, it makes players play that much harder for him.
And Young kicks to Hamilton. Carter on the wing. And stolen by Reddick. Here's Simmons and dunks it right on top of Trae Young. Wow!
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
Atlanta's shooting percentage pretty low here in the first, just 34% so far. Pass to Hamilton. Back to Young. Beyond the arc. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Again, Philadelphia.
The entire offense has revolved around him today, and that's been the perfect game plan.
Young outside. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And the touch Young has from beyond the arc, he is almost unguardable from there.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And without a doubt, the voice of this team, the face of this franchise, is center Joel Embiid. Chris, he's embraced it from the beginning.
The 76ers knocked it out the park when they took the risk of drafting Embiid. To have a star like Embiid be so personable, it's rare. I mean, practically the voice of the city at this point.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. So it's Philadelphia now. Here's Simmons. And good! There's another.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Lynn looking it over. And the call will be against Alex Len. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Simmons. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And it's good for 2.
No, you can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
There's Lynn with the 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers, able to put on a show for the ages. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
Jeremy Lin.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, it means extra possessions, and that's certainly reflected in the score right now.
And for the Hawks, they've got Anderson. Jeremy Lin is out there with Len, and it's Dorsey in at the shooting guard position. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the 76ers.
Such an impressive athlete. The way Simmons moves on the drive is so natural and under control.
And a wide open look for Lin. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Johnson inside. Lin on him, and the shot is good from Johnson.
Well, listed as 6'9", Amir Johnson plays a lot bigger than that.
To the paint, here's Len, and the dunk by Len.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Simmons, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Lin against Simmons. No one near him. Spellman. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
No good from Simmons.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Count it.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Goes up on the block. Len grabs the board. And so Lin will bring it up for the Hawks. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the Lin.
Let's just call it what it is. Great body control on the lane and takes the contact, still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked the way he adjusted.
Now here's Lin. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Johnson against Len. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
And you know what? He's underrated there. Johnson with length, athleticism, and he can finish with either hand inside.
Anderson outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Len, good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Well, Greg, for Atlanta, it was out with the old and in with the new for the point guard position for the Hawks.
And Hawks were able to trade down and still get the guy they wanted in Young. See him as an impact guard to build around for the future. Had to move Schroeder to free up space for Young, but this team now has a clear core to build around.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And Chris, with the way the 76ers have taken huge steps forward, what should the expectations be for this team the next few years?
I wouldn't be surprised, Kev, if they were competing for a title in a few seasons. I mean, they have a very flexible cap to improve their roster, and anything less than that, I think, should be viewed as a disappointment.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. You played, C-Web, for a number of different teams. How did you personally measure an organization's quality?
It starts at the top. It's the commitment to winning. It's the little things, caring for players, everyone else there on the staff as people first, and then also setting the tone, letting people know that we're a winning organization. You know, I've been to some organization, and the word winning has never come up from the top brass, if you could believe it or not. So you know who wants to win. You see the intensity on the owner's face. You see the intensity on everyone's face as well, and you can tell by that passion whose foxhole you're in.
Now Dorsey. Spellman. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
If you let him get that deep, this is what you can expect.
Yeah, well, with his toughness and skills in there, it's a rough problem to fix.
Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the 76ers.
And it's really been a big night for that backcourt. They've given their guards as much freedom as they want, and over again, those guys have come through.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Buries the long-range jumper.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
Here's Lynn. He's got 10. Off target with his 3.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean talk that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
Yeah, fellas, he's a monster. He's never seen an offensive rebound he didn't think he could get to. Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Connects from three-point range.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
To the right side. To the paint, Spellman. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that one.
Here's Simmons. Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. To the inside. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
And here's Lynn. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Over to the left wing. Spellman. No good from outside. Here's Korkmaz. And the shot goes in.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Atlanta's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
And so here is Philadelphia. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Atlanta's shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Kicks to Len. Now the pass to Lynn. Here's Korkmaz. He's coming off a 16-point game against Washington. Shamet. Len grabs the board. Len's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The Hawks working the ball around. His three-pointers off the mark.
He finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc and still can't cash in on it.
And the 76ers call time here.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. And it's Butler in for Korkmaz. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Feeds it to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
It's easy to admire Embiid. I mean, the game seems to come so easy to the big fella, especially when it comes to dunking.
Butler with the steal. Embiid inside. He's guarded by Collins. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the evening.
One shot behind the lanes.
And that one misses. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. 14 feet away. The shot off that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Poked away. Now the 76ers on the break. Embiid leading the charge.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Hawks shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. To the paint, here's Hamilton. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And good that time. Muscala's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
To the inside, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Took him no time at all on that one. Muscala's got 9.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Down low. Good D by Embiid.
Even that close to the bucket, that's a very tough finish in that kind of traffic.
And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Well, with Embiid, the only thing that is going to slow him down or has slowed him down so far, C-Webb, is injuries.
Now, people forget that Embiid would have been the top pick in this draft if he was fully healthy. I mean, too often do great big men have their careers derailed because of injuries. Embiid, though, I think Embiid has overcome his rough patch of health. I mean, I think he's going to be a monster as long as he stays on the floor.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Atlanta.
Shooting 1.
That one misses for Collins. And when you watch Collins play, Greg, you just can't help but notice how athletic he is going to the rim.
Man, his hang time and ability to throw it down make him an ideal finisher inside. Very efficient because he's not only a strong finisher but also enjoys attacking the rim. And does a great job, I think, of picking up misses, just being a pest for the defense.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the bucket by the Hawks.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That just shows you can do everything right sometimes but still get the wrong result.
Now, here is Young. 15 points in the game. McConnell finds Butler. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
For Philadelphia, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And the 76ers making a change here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
You know, and Butler wasn't a starter until midway through his second season. But since then, his minutes have gone up, and his productivity has gone way up.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving until they find the right shot.
Redick for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's too much space to give him out there on the perimeter. They got to close out on him.
Young passes to Hamilton with the teardrop, and it's good on the way-in. Hamilton's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
You know, C-Webb, J.J. Redick has just continued to age well. He's a fantastic player now into his 30s.
Well, Redick keeps adding to his game, but the shooting never changes. He's shot well over 40 from deep for his career. Redick is a player who doesn't rely on his burst or his first step to score. I mean, he can keep playing like this for a long time.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, look, an outstanding role player. Redick is an incredible sniper who feels comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
And both free throws good for Redick. And J.J. Redick, a longtime vet in the NBA, but still plays with a lot of energy.
And Redick said he feels like he's been revitalized in the last few seasons with his change of scenery, playing with more joy, and has always been explosive off the ball in his efforts to get open. You can see when he's on the floor, the whole offense seems to pick up their energy.
Pass to Hamilton. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And the basket is good.
Too many inches being given up in that matchup. I mean, he's got no chance of putting a stop to that layup.
Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, that's a nice look. Recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
Here's Redick. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Hawks shooting straight 49% from the field. Young in the corner. And the three ball is good.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Here's Redick. And the 76ers tack on two more.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Amir, you guys really changed the energy level tonight. What has been the focus?
Just playing with a sense of urgency. You know, we made some mistakes last game, and we're playing much better this game. We got to clean up on a few mistakes and just playing with a sense of urgency.
Amir, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. After a subpar performance in their previous contest, he has come on strong tonight. His first half, sensational. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the basketball. They've sent bodies flying to the boards on every possession. They've been a stronger, quicker, tougher team by a wide margin. And it's that dominance on the glass that's going to win them this game.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
We welcome you back to Philadelphia, town full of history. That's City Hall right there with the statue of William Penn perched atop it. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half, shot way above his average.
Oh, this is like found money, completely unexpected, but it feels great when it happens.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. The big men are Collins and Dedmon. Then it's Young, and it's Bembry in at the small forward.
That's just too easy. I mean, you can't let him post you like that.
Well, yeah, you want to try to deny, take something away, but you can also see he's smart about his position.
And Butler knows how to take over games. Really good with his shot selection down the stretch.
Butler's gotten all 6 of his shots to drop perfect from the floor. To the middle. Bembry misses.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Philadelphia has possession. Chandler kicks to McConnell. Down low. And stolen by Dedmon. Here's Bembry. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And aggressive defense causing the mistake, then cashing in.
What a beautiful steal off of great anticipation. His instincts right there were right on.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Bembry. Wilson Chandler making his last shot. And Dedmon throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. From the baseline. Rebound, Atlanta. Herter. The teardrop falls in. He has 7.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
From about 16, Chandler, no good.
Even with no one on you, it's hard to shoot off balance like that. Sometimes you just got to go straight up with it.
Bembry kicks to Young. A stupendous finish in traffic. Young's got 20 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Redick. Chandler trying to free himself up. Another miss by Philadelphia. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And the shot goes in.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Redick surveying the D. Dedmon with the block. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Bembry the pass to Dedmon. Count the basket. Dedmon's got 6.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
But he stays with it. A second chance effort. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shots good from Young.
Really clever with the basketball. Young's so advanced offensively. Excellent pull-up jumper there.
They need this one. Redick with the bucket.
He's been there for them, but they haven't needed him much.
Hawks have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on.
Philadelphia ball.
And with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. Ben Simmons 3rd, and of course, Trae Young.
If you look at the work of these 2 players over that period, you might have to say we're looking at the 2 best passers in the NBA.
Chandler's shot good.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
They double him with Butler. Here's Bembry. Here's Dedmon. Good D by Embiid.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
Here's Redick. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Redick's got 4 points this quarter.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Joel Embiid. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 2nd in blocks, 3rd in rebounding. And don't forget, top 5 in the league in points per game. He's a premier offensive threat, night in and night out.
And as you said, 1 rung below the leader in block shots. Tremendous motor. He's simply been destroying opponents in the lane. Shots good from Young.
Right there, you love what Young gives you. A great facilitator in transition, and he's also a terrific finisher.
Timeout called, the 76ers.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
A chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
Korkmaz checked in for Jimmy Butler. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. And it's Simmons penetrating. An easy 2 points on the layup.
But they've got this lead because he's at the top of his game. He has been the story tonight.
Simmons against Lynn. Lynn kicks to Lynn. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Spellman and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And another one falls. Amazing. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Down low, Len, and the dunk by Len.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Simmons with it, and it's Lynn picking him up. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And Atlanta gets called for the foul.
Oh, he's a real menace underneath. Once Simmons gets established position, you basically have to whack him.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And that one misses. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And so Lynn will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. There's the dish to Len. He kicks it to Dorsey. A nice shot by Lynn. Lynn's got 12.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys. Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Spellman. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Simmons. Atlanta with the rebound. Len's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Anderson has it in the corner. Back to Lynn. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Lynn's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
He got it again. Sensational.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. 3rd on the list, well in sight.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds both the 1st and 3rd place scoring marks. First, of course, for 100 points, and 3rd place all time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history.
To the paint, here's Len. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And Simmons slams it in.
This is why you must get Simmons out the paint, because he's fantastic when it comes to dunking it.
Now Dorsey. To the middle, here's Lynn. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Look, high percentage look in tight. It's hard to miss that one.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Both teams will make substitutions. Korkmaz passes to Simmons. Buries it down low. Simmons got 10 points here in the second half.
He was ready to go tonight. I mean, he's made more plays than anyone else out there. No question about it.
Lynn, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, you have to admire the aggressiveness of Lynn, constantly looking to draw the foul on his shot.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And that one falls for Lynn.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
Both free throws good from Lynn. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. And it hits it again. Wow!
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lynn.
Now we get a chance to check out Jeremy Lin. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been...
Another bucket! Wow!
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the second most points in an NBA game. What a historic night.
And to think when the night started that we'd see someone match Kobe's 81, his performance has been nothing short of magnificent.
And the Hawks making a change here. Carter's checked in. And the Hawks with possession here. They get it back. They shoot again. Lynn, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Here's Johnson. Len grabs the board. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Carter outside. Hamilton kicks to Lynn. Just 5 on the clock. The shot, no good.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possesses.
From deep. He can't get it to go.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
Hamilton, right side. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Hamilton's got 8.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Here's Johnson, rejected by Lynn, and he gets it back. And here's Hamilton. 8 points for him. Snatched away. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 6.
Well, he can get out and run with the best of them. Johnson, a fluid athlete in transition.
2 minutes. 2 minutes left.
Now here's Lynn. He's guarded closely. Here's Carter. And Vince Carter with the slam.
And that's when a double team hurts a defense. I mean, when they're guarding the player, smart enough to pass out of it and find the man left alone.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. Johnson over to help. To the middle. Here's Len, and the dunk by Len.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And he has found the stroke, folks. Continues to knock down shot after shot. Perfection thus far.
Redick with the bucket.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
To the inside, here's Hamilton. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 7th assist in the game.
Oh, you can't lay that pass in there any better.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that on the inbounds play. Exactly the way they drew it up.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Pass to Len. Back to Lynn. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Lynn's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Mike Muscala comes in for Amir Johnson. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Korkmaz. John Collins, he's checked in for Atlanta. Young comes in for Jeremy Lin. And Philadelphia calls time here.
Just your average hood. Dreams of getting rich. Rich big football field. You line like I started a football field. But you know, take 15 minutes to drive a track. Yeah, take half a minute. But you know, I make them bounce all across the globe. I got your you know, a franchise like a Houston Rockets. And rock every 8 months is when I usually drop it. You know, I got the streets on lock. I like my beats with
Atlanta making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Alex Len. And it's Bembry in for Carter. .41 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Dedmon. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Dedmon's got 8 points.
Look, he doesn't waste time. Once he gets the rebound, he does what he should. Goes right back up.
Shots good by Butler.
And Butler loves getting close to the basket. Once he's down low, he uses that strength and quick release to get shots off.
And finished off by Collins.
Oh, you can't lay that pass in there any better.
And Butler gets it to go. Butler's got 20 points.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
But yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, and now he's landing body blows.
Dedmon kicks to Hamilton. But he recovers it.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
Young's shot is off. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Philadelphia ahead, running away with it. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Bolden. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. And for the Hawks, the big men are Collins and Dedmon. Adams is out there with Bembry. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
Oh, that's a brutal giveaway. A pass to no man's land.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
I don't think that was a pass he should make. Too many things can go wrong. I mean, they're lucky to keep possession.
So it's Philadelphia now. Shamet. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night. Now here's Adams. He's covered by McConnell.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
2 points. That one goes.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Will they continue to extend them?
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Bolden. That's short off the rim. And here's Atlanta. Here's Bembry. To the paint. Here's Collins. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got 6 rebounds in the game. Shot on the wing. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And when he squares up, his height makes him a tough assignment.
Yeah, even when you get a hand up, it's hard to really affect his shot.
Tyler Dorsey's checked in for Atlanta. The 76ers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Muscala misses. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. To the inside. Adams' shot is off. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Passes to Dedmon. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
One shot.
For a long time, beat writers and media personnel have determined NBA awards. C-Webb is someone who's been up for some of these. Do you feel the voting system as structured now is fair?
I don't know how it can be fair if it doesn't have any players or coaches involved. You know, I can't necessarily vote on the best doctors because I don't know what it entails, but I can definitely trust other doctors to give their comments on their peers. I think peer awareness is some of the most reliable that you can go for. But, I mean, we have some very knowledgeable writers, sports writers, and media personnel that know. But for the most part, you need help of the players and the coaches to make sure that the integrity is there.
Atlanta making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Hawks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Now here's Adams. He's covered by McConnell. And Dedmon throws it down.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
How about this turnaround? He played a fringe role in the first half, and now he's the man for them.
To the middle, here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
Muscala, good, and McConnell gets the assist.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. There's the feed to Collins. Dedmon kicks to Adams, and so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Timeout called, the 76ers. C-Web, when you look at how basketball is taught at early levels for these kids, middle school and then high school, anything there that you would change?
Yes, I would change to developing all players and taking away positions. When you were young and you're in, let's say, third grade and you're the tallest player on the team, and I make you a center and I pull you to one end and I only show you how to make layups, I don't show you how to shoot threes or to dribble, I'm assuming that your body is always going to stay the same. And I believe that coaches should teach great skill set: shooting, passing, dribbling. And when you do that, a player can then become the full player they're intended to be, instead of teaching incrementally where a player may get stuck and identified as this type of player his whole time. I think that really what you need to do is teach full skill sets and allow players to develop. Just think if someone would have said, Kevin Durant, you can only shoot layups, we wouldn't be able to see the true unicorn that he is.
Wonderful thought. So it's the Hawks now. Shot by Collins, no good. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Offensive rebound, second chance shot, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta.
Taking 2 shots.
Shots. Last on the first.
The first one falls. Not too long ago, C-Web, triple-doubles were widely celebrated. Now you see much more of them all over the league. What's been the change there, do you think?
I think the change has been the style of play and the removal of the big man. Being that there are no longer a slew of 7-footers in there rebounding, guards can come in there and do some amazing things in rebounding. And I'm amazed with Westbrook coming in and rebounding over the 7-footers. You also have better spacing, and so if I'm a one-on-one player, I get past my guy, I can trust it that if I throw it to a wide-open shooter now, because of the way that we've drawn the defenses in, there may be a few more open looks. And so I still respect it. I still respect the energy, the focus, the fact that you have to be all over the floor to do it. But, besides the fact that there's longer threes taken, or besides the fact that there's more small lineups, I still think it's a feat to be respected, even though we're seeing an increase in them now.
Here's Anderson. Lays it up off the glass.
Terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Here's Milton. It's good from long range.
There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near him.
Atlanta's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Dedmon passes to Dorsey. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Showing some guts. Taking a guy who towers over him and still landing up.
Scooped up. Here's Muscala. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Now look at that. That's just a great all-around play. Getting into position for the offensive rebound. Finishing strong on the putback.
And Dedmon throws it down.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Muscala misses.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket.
Anderson passes to Dedmon, and Dedmon throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Muscala hits the bucket.
Muscala with the basket.
Now Dorsey. The pass to Dedmon. He feeds it to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
That's his second personal foul.
You know, the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Webb, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I'd like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football, and so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're Shaqtin' the fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop or act like you were hit? Move 10 feet back on the side. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
Baseline J on the way. And again, it's Philadelphia.
You know what? I like Johnson's unselfishness, ready and willing to move it to the open man.
And Adams kicks to Dedmon. Chandler comes with the double team. In the corner, Collins with it. Here's Dorsey. And that one goes long.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Three-pointer. He's off on that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Here's Milton. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Dorsey dishes to Adams. From outside the arc, Dorsey, that's good.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
They get the rebound. Milton. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Man, this is what happens when you get discouraged. Sometimes it just affects every part of your game.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Chandler, no good. Atlanta's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Collins kicks to Dedmon. Pass to Anderson. Clock at 6. Pass to Dorsey. A second chance effort. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not the guy you expect to be missing the bunny.
Here's Chandler. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. The Hawks shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. Dorsey passes to Anderson. That one's good from the corner.
Wow, he's only going to hit that shot about 1 out of 10 times.
Philadelphia's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Muscala hits the bucket.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, what I like about it most is he's doing it efficiently.
Atlanta's shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Inside. Collins, good. Collins has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
The location of that assist was awesome. That was a sweet lead pass.
That one goes in.
You can't find much better shot than that one.
So it's the Hawks now. Here's Dorsey. Passes it to Collins. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And hate to make a mistake there. Have to stay focused.
You're so right. Trying to shrink the deficit, sometimes you push too hard to make something happen.
Here's Milton, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Down low, here's Adams, and he banks in the layup.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Muscala gets the bucket.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
And it's the Hawks' ball. Here's Carter. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Chandler's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Muscala. Rebounded by the Hawks. The 3 ball. It's off target. He's 4 of 9 from the field. McConnell kicks to Chandler. Over Anderson. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. That's 10 points for Wilson Chandler.
I like the bounce pass there. He's getting creative.
There's the pass to Carter. Spellman tries again. Out to Carter. Spellman. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Assist goes to.
Here's McConnell. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from the wing. Again, Philadelphia.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the 76ers.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Anderson's shot is off.
I mean, come on. You don't see misses like that. I mean, that's grade school.
Here's Muscala, a beautiful reverse layup.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
Johnson outside. Uses the glass to drop it in.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Monster scoring run, but had to do this earlier. Now it shoulda, woulda, coulda, all that. Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
Kicks it to Adams. Here's Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
And so the timeout by Brett Brown here. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're not going to take any chances. I mean, they're going to play it out until the final whistle, no matter what the score is.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And they were in danger of losing back-to-back games before he stepped to the forefront here tonight. This was not a game he was going to let get away from him. "11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Johnson from down in the low post. It goes.
But he's not going to back off when he's down. I mean, when he's got a chance to attack the basket.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jimmy, you have been outspoken about the need for maximum effort. Was it part of your plan to grab wins like the one we saw tonight?
It wasn't a part of my plan, but whatever works, works. I think we got a bunch of talented guys, and at times we forget how hard we got to play. On the road, at home, this is how we got to play basketball.
Jimmy, thanks for the time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.